Hi guys, welcome to inspection. Today we want to start with the A-class inspection. And let me start with rules and regulations, okay? This is a no smoking area. If you want to smoke, you need to get outside, okay? Every time I want all the students wearing closed shoes, okay? Professional drivers never wear sandals, okay? Now, talking about inside of the yard. Every time when you watch this signal, stop the truck. Every time when you watch this, stop the truck. Every time when you hear this, stop the truck. Every time when you listen this, stop! Stop the truck. Okay? Safety first. We are running from 1986. We know how to do this. We have the tools to do this. We have the knowledge to do this. And we want you working in this inspection 100%. Now let me start with my front tractor inspection. In the front tractor inspection, the most important part, that's lights and leaks. In the top of the vehicle, that's my clearance light, emergency light, my parking light, my top light, okay? My clearance light are amber color, tie secure with no missing glass and clean. In the side of the vehicle, that's my turning signal, my turning light, my blinkers. I want to be sure my blinker has no missing glass, no cracks, no damage, okay? Amber color, tie secure with no missing glass. Now, right here in the center, that's my headlight. My headlights are clear color. I want to be sure are tie and secure, with no cracks, with no water inside, and clean. Remember, I want my lights, reflectors, windshield, and mirrors clean. Now guys, it's time to check my tractor for leaks. Just spend a few seconds watching the tractor. I want to be sure it's not leaking coolant, engine oil, transmission oil, and my tractor, sir, is not leaking any fluid, okay? Okay guys, now it's time for my engine compartment inspection. Okay, first we need to open the engine compartment using the safe procedure, okay? You put right here, both hand in the hood, and open. Now hold it. And we are ready to start with my engine compartment inspection. In the engine compartment inspection, we found three very important systems: steering system, suspension system, and my brake system. And let me start with the steering system. This is my steering column. My steering column is straight, has no cracks, has no bends, has no damage, has no illegal weldings, and is tied and secure with my universal joint. My power steering tank. My power steering tank is tied and secure, has no cracks, has no missing bolt, no leaks, is full with fluid, and my cap is on tight and no leaking. Now it's time for my steering hoses. All my steering hoses are flexible with no cracks, with no cut. My clamps are present in both sides and no leaking. Now following my hoses right here, we found my power steering pump. My power steering pump has no cracks, has no damage, has no leaks, no missing bolts, okay, and is gear driven. It's driven by gears. Now, following my hoses going up, right here we found my gearbox. My gearbox has no cracks, has no bends, has no damage, no missing bolts, no illegal weld, it's not leaking any fluid, and it's tied and secured to my tractor chassis with no missing bolts. All my bolts are present, tied and secured. And now guys, it's time for my 4-piece steering linkage. This is my pin mount arm, drag link bar, steering knuckle, and tie rod. I want to be sure all 4 are straight, with no bends, with no cracks, with no illegal weldings, and tie and secure with castle nuts and cotter pin. That's 3 castle nuts and cotter pin in this side and 1 more in the other side. Now guys, we are done with steering. It's time for suspension. This is my leaf spring. My leaf spring is no cracked, no broken, no missing, in the same position, not like a scissor. Okay, my leaf spring is tied and secure in the front and in the rear with my front and rear suspension mount. Okay, my suspension mount has no cracks, has no damage, has no bangs, no missing bolts, and is tied and secured to my tractor chassis, front and rear. Okay, in the center, that's my U-bolts. My U-bolts are no cracked, no broken, no missing. Okay, with no room, with no gap, with no space between my leaf spring. If you find some gap between my leaf springs, my U-bolts are loose. And now it's time for the last part. Shock absorber. My shock absorber is tied and secured in box sides, has no missing bolts, no cracks, no damage, no leaking oil. Now guys, it's time for brakes. In the brake system, let me start with my air compressor. This is my air compressor. My air compressor has no missing bolts, no cracks, no bangs, no damage, no illegal welds. My air compressor is gear driven. Now let me check all my hoses, my air lines. I want to be sure all my air lines are tight and secure, flexible, with no cracks, with no cuts, no leaks, and properly connected in box sides. Good. Now let me continue with my brake chamber hoses. Okay, my brake chamber hoses are flexible, with no cuts, with no cracks. My fittings are properly connected in box sides and no leaking. This is my brake chamber, and this is very important, students. What is the only difference between my front brakes and my rear brakes? That's simple. In the front, single brake chamber. In the rear, double brake chamber. When you know one wheel, you know the whole brakes, okay? This is the only difference in the brake system. In the front, single brake chamber. In the rear, double brake chamber. Okay, guys? This is my single brake chamber. My single brake chamber has no cracks, has no damage. Okay, my clamp is present. My brake chamber is no leaking. Now, right here in the front, that's my push rod. My push rod is straight, has no bends, has no cracks, no illegal welding. And I want to be sure my push rod don't have more 1 inch free play. Now, in 90-degree position, right here, that's my slack adjuster. My slack adjuster has no cracks, has no bangs, has no damage, no missing hardware, no missing ball, and it's tied and secured to my push rod with my pin and safety pin. Now, that's 2 more parts inside of the wheel. This is my brake shoes. My brake shoes, my brake pads, my brake liner, okay, are clean with no oil, no debris, no dangerous thing. And this is my brake drum. My brake drum has no cracks, has no damage, it's clean with no oil, no debris, under manufacturer specifications. Now guys, we are done with brakes. It's time for tires, okay? This is my front tires, my steer tires. With tires, remember TCP, tread, condition, and pressure, okay? Let me start with T. What is the minimum tread in my steer tires? At least for 30 seconds. What about recap in the front? No recap tires, okay? In my opinion, American tires or Japanese. Okay, now condition. Check the inside area, the outside area, and tread for any bubble, any cut, any abrasions, any roll damage, okay? Any piece of glass, any nail, any cut, any leaks, and my tire looks perfect. Now it's time for P, pressure. What is the pressure on my tires? Between 80 and 100 psi. Okay, good. We are done with the tires. Now it's time for rim. My rim has no bends, has no cracks, has no damage. My rim is touching my tire 100% around and no leaking. Now let me check for any illegal holes, illegal weld, any rust, and my rim looks perfect. Now it's time for my lug nut. When you find a lot of parts, just remember, all present, tight and secure, with no rust around, with no shiny color around. Perfect. Now guys, it's time for my hoop seal, okay? My hoop seal has no missing bolts, no cracks, no damage, okay? No leaks. What happened in this one? Yeah, Houston, we found a problem, okay? That's a broken seal, okay? And let him know to the instructor, sir, should be good, but this wheel is leaking oil, okay? Now it's time for my valve stem, my air valve. My air valve is tied and secure with no leaks, and my cap should be on. Okay guys, we are done in this side. Now follow me to the other side for my passenger side tractor inspection.
One question.
In this side, that's just 5 parts, 5 very important parts, okay? This is my coolant reservoir, my radiator reservoir, my coolant tank, my water tank. It's tight and secure with no cracks, has no missing bolt, no leaks, it's full with coolant, and my cap is on tight, okay? And no leaking. Now it's time for my hoses. I want to be sure all my hoses are flexible, okay, with clamps, okay, and check in general for all my hoses. Be sure all my hoses are good with no leaks, okay. Now after that, that's my alternator. My alternator has no cracks, it's tight and secure with no missing bolt. My alternator wires has no naked wires, no burning wires, no rust, tight and secure. My alternator is belt driven. My belt is clean with no cut and cracks, and no more 3/4 free play. Now, close to my alternator, that's my water pump. My water pump is tight and secure with no cracks, has no missing bolt, no leaks, and just explain to the instructor, sir, we found 2 different water pumps, maybe gear driven or belt driven. Now guys, it's time to explain. Just explain how to check the oil level. In the test, don't take it, just explain. Sir, to check my oil level, let me take my oil stick out, wipe it, let me put it back, let me take it. Oh yes sir, it's full. Put it back and it's no leaking. And now guys, just follow this line right here, and this is my exhaust pipe, my exhaust system. Okay, let me check my exhaust pipe, okay, for any crack, any bend, any damage, okay, any rust, any missing clamp, and take a look for leaks. In this scenario, my exhaust system is leaking. Let him know to the instructor, okay sir, should be good, but is leaking. Now guys, very important, in this area, that's the same tire, same ring, same brake, okay, and same suspension. If for some reason you lost in the other area one of these parts, now it's time to let him know to the instructor, okay? Okay guys, now follow me to the tractor side inspection. Okay guys, now it's time for the tractor side inspection. In the tractor side inspection, start with the door. First, be sure the door open and close in the right way. Oh yeah, it's like a brand new truck. Now it's time for my seal. I want to be sure my door seal is all around my door with no cracks, with no missing parts, no leaks. I don't want water going inside of my tractor. Now it's time to check my hinges. Okay, let me check my hinges, and yeah, my hinges are good. My door is in position. Now it's time for my mirror. In the front of the truck, my mirror is missing, sir. We need to buy a new mirror, okay? In the other side is okay, but my driver's side mirror is missing. Now, in my door, my bracket is okay. My bracket has no bends, no cracks, no missing bolts. It's safe. And my mirror is okay with no cracks and clean. Now, guys, it's time for my fuel tank. My fuel tank is tight and secure with 2 straps, 2 brackets, 2 hangers, 2 support, okay? And my clamps, my fuel tank clamps, are tight and secure to my tractor chassis with no missing bolts. Okay, now it's time for my rubber seal. My rubber seal is all around my fuel tank to avoid friction. We don't want leaks. Now it's time to check for leaks, and my fuel tank is not leaking any fuel. Okay guys, now it's time for my fuel cap. Remember, just explain, don't take it. Sir, my fuel cap is on tight with the seal around and the chain inside. Just let me show you, okay? This is my chain and this is my seal, okay? Don't take it, just explain. We want to do this inspection easy for you guys, okay? Good. Now guys, this is my step. Okay, my step has no cracks, has no damage, has no missing bolts, it's clean, with no oil, no debris, okay? It's safe. My handle is good, with no banks, no missing bolts. Perfect, it's perfect. Now let me continue in this area to my turning signal. My turning signal is amber color, it's tight and secure, with no missing glass and clean. Now in this area it's time for my steps and sidewalk, okay? Clean, no oil, no snow, no missing bolts, it's safe. Now let me take this area to continue with my tractor. In the top of the tractor, my reflector. Reflectors are clean in reflective condition. Visible. My exhaust pipe. My exhaust pipe is kind of secured to the bracket. Has no bends, no damage, okay? No missing bolts, no missing clamp, and no leaking any gas, okay? My handle is right here. It's kind of secured with no missing bolts. My spring hoses are present, at least one. 2 is better, okay? Now, right here in the middle, that's my drive shaft, my transmission shaft, transmission line, transmission bar. My transmission bar is straight, has no bends, has no cracks, no illegal welding, and it's kind of secure in the front and in the rear with universal joints. My universal joints are kind of secure with grease, okay? Right here you wash my universal joints, okay? Now it's time for my tractor frame, my tractor chassis, and cross members. Remember guys, we found 3 different cross members in this inspection. That's cross members in my tractor frame, that's cross member in my trailer frame, and that's cross members in my landing gear, okay? Now it's time for my tractor cross members and chassis. My chassis and cross members has no bends, has no cracks, no missing bolts, no rust, no damage, okay? I want to be sure my tractor chassis is under manufacturer specifications, okay? Perfect. Now guys, it's time for suspension, okay? This suspension is a little different. In the front of the tractor, that's a leaf spring suspension. In the rear of the tractor, that's the airbag suspension, okay? Now it's time for my spring mount, my suspension bracket, okay? It's tied and secured to my tractor chassis with no missing bolts, no bends, no cracks, no damage, no illegal welds. Now it's time for my, on top, that's my control arm, and in the bottom, that's my leaf spring. Okay, right here on top, that's my control arm, and in the bottom, that's my leaf spring. I want to be sure my control arm and leaf springs are straight, with no cracks, with no bends, with no damage. And take a look, that's a gap right here in the middle, and this gap is okay. Remember, in the front, no gap. In the rear of the trailer, no gap. But in this area, it's okay. This gap in the middle is good. Now guys, it's time for my U-bolts. My U-bolts are present. This is my U-bolts. My U-bolts are no cracked, no broken, no missing, okay? With no gap between parts, okay? Tie and secure with all my nuts. Now, right here, that's my shock absorber. My shock absorber is tied and secured in both sides, has no missing bolts, no bangs, no cracks, no damage, no leaking. Now, in the back, it's time for my airbag, okay? This is my airbags. My airbags are tied and secured in both sides with no rust, no cracks, no leaks, top and bottom. And right here in the rubber area, I want to check my airbags for any abrasions, any cut, any leaks, okay? And my airbags looks perfect. Now guys, it's time for the last part in my rear suspension system, okay? This is my torque arm. Okay, my torque arm, okay, is straight, has no bends, has no cracks, no illegal welding, okay, no missing bolts, and it's tied and secured in both sides, okay? Perfect. Now guys, it's time for brakes. Okay guys, now it's time for my rear tractor brakes, okay? Let me start with my hoses. I want to be sure all my air hoses, my brake chamber hoses are good, flexible, with no damage and no leaks. Now, it's time for my brake chamber. Remember, in the front, that's single brake chamber. In the rear, that's a double brake chamber. I want to be sure my brake chamber has no cracks, has no damage, is no leaking, and my clamps present. Now, it's time for my push rod, okay? My push rod is straight, with no bends, with no cracks, with no illegal welding, and tie and secured to my slack adjuster. My slack adjuster has no bends, has no cracks, has no damage, okay? and it's tied and secured to my push rod with my pin and safety pin. Now, inside of the wheel, we found right here my brake shoes. My brake shoes are clean with no debris, no dangerous thing, and all around that's my brake drum. My brake drum has no cracks, has no bends, has no damage, no illegal welds, okay? No illegal holes, it's clean with no oil, no debris, under manufacturer specifications. Okay guys, we are done with the rear brakes. Now it's time for tires, okay? Remember, that's a double tire, okay? With tires, first, be sure the tires are the same side, okay? In the same level and clear in the middle with no garbage between my tires, okay? Be sure all the tires are clean with no garbage, okay? Now check in the center of the rims. I want to be sure my rims are body to body, okay? No gap, no light between my rims. Now, with these tires TCP, the minimum tread in my traction tires, that's 232nds, okay? And recap is okay. Now condition, out, in, out, and tread for bubbles, cracks, abrasions, any damage, any leaks, and my tires looks great. Now pressure. The pressure in my rear tires and my trailer tires, okay, are between 80 and 100 psi. And remember guys, and this is important, that's the same condition for the tractor tires and the trailer tires. Now let me check my ring, okay? Let me check my ring for any rust, okay? I want to be sure my ring is properly painted, okay? Let me check my ring for any bend, any crack, any damage. Let me check all around for leaks. Okay, let me check for any illegal hole, illegal welding. All my lug nuts are present, tie and secure with no rust around. And this is my differential. This is my center axle. This is my traction axle. Okay, it's tie and secure with no missing bolts, has no leaks, no cracks, no damage, no illegal weldings, and full with oil. Now it's time for my valve strap. Okay, my air valve. My air valve is tied and secure with no leaks, and my cap, my air cap, need to be present, okay? And no leaking air. Now guys, let me continue with my mud flap. My mud flap has no cracks, it's present, okay? It's not touching the ground, okay? With no damage. And in this area, it's time for my rear light and reflectors in red color for turning, stopping, and running light. And in the center, that's my beep, beep, beep reverse light. All my lights are good, with no cracks, with no damage, in the right color, red and clear and clean. And now guys, it's time for the most important part, my coupling devices. Remember, coupling devices, that's a family between hoses and fifth wheel. And in the test, start with the hoses. Okay guys, talking about my coupling devices, okay? Sir, let me start with my service line blue color and my emergency light red color, okay? I want to be sure all my lines are flexible, with no cuts, with no cracks, no leaks, and properly connected in both sides with my air fittings. My air fittings are tied and secure in my trailer side and in my tractor side, okay? And no leaking, okay? I want to be sure my lines are tied and secure with my spring and never touching my car wall. Now it's time for my glad hand. My glad hand, I lock it, okay? And inside we found 4 seals. 2 seals in my tractor and 2 more seals in my trailer. I want to be sure all 4 are okay, with no fray, with no cracks, okay? No missing parts, no missing seals, with no water inside, okay? No leaking air. Now it's time for my electric cable, my electric line, okay, my pigtail. Check my line for any exposed wires, okay? You see, that's not good. We need to buy a new one. Okay, be sure it's tied and secure with my spring, and this is my connector in my trailer. Be sure first it's locked. You see, right now it's locked. Okay, in my trailer and locked in my tractor. And be sure inside, in both sides, tractor and trailer are clean, with no rust, with no debris, okay? In good electrical condition. Okay guys, we are done with the lines. Now it's time for my fifth wheel. Okay, in my trailer, we found two parts. Right here on top, that's my apron. My apron has no bends, has no cracks, has no damage, no rust, okay? A lot of grease, has a lot of grease, okay? And right now, facing down, in the middle of my apron, that's my kingpin, okay? My kingpin is in this position right here. It's straight with no bends, with no cracks, okay? No illegal weld and with a lot of grease. Now, right here in my tractor, that's my fifth wheel plate, my skid plate. My fifth wheel plate has no bends, has no cracks, has no damage, has no rust, has a lot of grease. And take a look, no gap, zero gap. No space between my apron and fifth wheel plate. My fifth wheel plate is tied and secured in both sides with my pivot pin. My pivot pin is all to the way in, has no bends, no cracks, no damage, and is locked. That's a lock right here in front of my pivot pin. Now going down, that's my platform. My platform has no bends, has no cracks, has no damage, has grease, okay, no illegal welding, and my platform is locked. My lock is in position. Now going down, that's my sliding reel. My sliding reel has no illegal welds, has no cracks, has no damage, okay, and is tied and secured to my tractor chassis with my mounting bolt. All my mounting bolts are present, tied and secured, no missing bolt. Now let me check my teeth in my sliding reel. All my teeth are present, no missing teeth, okay, with grease, because I want to move my fifth wheel nice and easy. Now right here, that's my fifth wheel release handle. Be sure my fifth wheel release handle is all to the way in, okay, with no damage, okay, present. And inside, right there in the center, that's my locking jaw, okay? I want to be sure my locking jaw is all to the way around my kingpin. I want to be sure my locking jaw is 100% around my kingpin. Okay guys, now we are done with the coupling devices. It's time for my trailer inspection. Okay guys, now it's time for my trailer inspection. Remember, in every inspection, top to bottom, in the top, that's my clearance light, and barcode tied secure with no missing glass and clean. And now in the front of the trailer, this is my header board. My header board has no missing rivet, has no cracks, no damage, no illegal repairs. Right here, that's my reflectors. All my reflectors present in the side, at least 50% and clean. Now let me check my trailer for any missing rivet, any damage, any missing panel, any missing reflectors, okay? My trailer looks pretty good. Now in this area, we found my cross members, okay? That's the cross members in my trailer frame. I want to be sure all my cross members are present, all to the way, tied and secured in both sides with no rust, no bends, no damage, okay? Now it's time for my landing gear. I want to be sure my landing gear is all to the way up, okay? With no missing cross members, no missing bolts, no cracks, no rust, okay? No damage, okay? All is in place. I want to be sure my landing gear has grease in 4 different places. Here, 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 and here. And now guys, it's time for my handle. Okay, my landing gear handle is in this side. Be sure my handle is locked, okay? No free to hit another people's or maybe another car. Okay guys, the minimum clearance between my mud flat and my landing gear is at least 3 feet. Okay, that's the magic number. Between my tractor and trailer, 3 feet. What about right here in the fifth wheel? Yeah, that's right, that's 0, okay? And between my mud flat and landing gear, 3. That's 3, 0, 3. Okay guys, we are done with the landing gear. Let me continue with my trailer side inspection. My marker light is perfect, it's clean, it's amber color, all my reflectors in good condition. And this is my turning light. My turning light is amber color, tight secure with no missing glass and clean. Should be working. Okay, now under the trailer, we found 3 very important systems, okay? We found suspension system, we found my brake system, and my tandem sliding system, okay? let me start with the brakes. Remember, that's the same brake like in my tractor. In the steer system, in the front of the tractor, that's single brake chamber, and in the rear, that's double brake chamber, okay? Now, trailer brakes, brake hoses, brake chamber hoses, okay? Flexible, with no cracks, no leaks. My fittings are properly connected and no leaking. Now it's time for my double brake chamber. My double brake chamber has no cracks, no bangs, no damage, no leaking, okay? With clamps, my C-clamps are present, tight and secure. Now, in the front, right here, it's time for my push rod. My push rod has no bends, has no cracks, has no damage, okay? And remember, no more 1 inch free play. Now, in 90-degree position, properly connected, that's my slack adjuster. My slack adjuster has no bends, has no cracks, has no damage, okay? No missing ball, no missing hardware, and it's tied and secured to my push rod with my pin and safety pin. And now, inside of the wheels, it's time for my brake shoes and brake drum. My brake shoes are clean, with no oil, no debris, no dangerous thing, and my brake drum is all around. I want to be sure it has no cracks, no damage, no bends, no illegal welds, no illegal holes, under manufacturer specifications. Okay guys, it's time for suspension. That's a leaf spring suspension. This is my leaf spring. My leaf spring is not cracked, no broken, no missing, in the same position. My leaf spring is tied and secure in the front and in the rear with my front and rear mount. My front and rear suspension mount has no illegal welds, no cracks, no rust, okay, no bangs, no missing bolts, are secure. In the middle, that's my U-bolts. My U-bolts are present, no cracking, no broken, no missing, with no gap between my leaf springs. If you find some gap between my leaf springs, my U-bolts are loose. And now guys, it's time for the last part in my trailer suspension system. This is my control arm. My control arm has no bends, has no cracks, has no damage, no illegal weld, no missing bolts, and is tied and secure in both sides, in the passenger side and in the driver's side. This is my control arm in my driver's side. Okay guys, now it's time for my tandem sliding system. This is a very important system, and this system is for weight balance, okay? Sometimes you need to move these trailer wheels in the same day a few times, okay? This is my sliding reel. My sliding reel has no bends, has no cracks, has no damage, no illegal welds, okay? It's tight and secure. Now, take a look, and this is very important. This is my locks, okay? Be sure these locks are on. That's 2 in this side and 2 more in the other side. Let me show you how it looks. These locks unlock. See, are you going to take this trailer and for some reason these locks are in this position, and now are you running in highway speed 65, 70 miles per hour, running with 70,000 pounds, and you hit the brakes? What happened? Yes, are you going to lose the wheel? And believe me, trailers can fly. Okay, be sure all the time these locks are on, okay? Because if something wrong happens with the wheels, the driver paid it, okay? That's driver fault, okay? Be sure it's locked in this side and in the other side. This is my handle. Be sure this handle is locked all the time, okay? Okay guys, now in this area, it's time for tires. Remember, that's the same tires like in the tractor. TCP, tread condition and pressure, 230 seconds, recap is okay. Check for condition out, if not out, okay? And check the tread for any nail, any piece of glass, okay? Any damage, okay? And pressure between 80 and 100 psi. Now in this side, it's time for rims. My rims, okay? Check the rims for any bend, any damage, my lug nuts, okay? And my center seal, my hook seal, my wheel seal, okay? And remember my ball stern and my caps, okay? Let me continue in the tractor trailer side. In this area, we found my ABS light, My ABS light, that's a warning indicator. And remember, in the in-cab inspection, when you turn the ignition inside of the tractor, you need to check the ABS light in the tractor and in the trailer too. Now guys, it's time for my rear trailer inspection. In the top, that's my marker light. My marker light are red color, tight secure with no missing glass and clean. Now let me check my door. I want to make sure my door has no missing rivet, has no missing panel, has no cracks. Now let me check my door seal. Okay, I want to be sure my door seal is all around. Okay, no fray, no cracks. Okay, with no leaks. And now it's time for my hinges. My door hinges, okay, are in position with no missing bolts. I want to be sure my doors open and close in the right way. Now it's time for my door latches. My door latches are locked in the bottom and locked in the top, okay, and everything is okay and safe. Now guys, it's time for my trailer light, okay, for turning, stopping, and running light. Red color, tight, secure, clean in both sides. And now it's time for my DOT bumper. My DOT bumper has no pains, has no cracks, has no damage, okay, no illegal welds, no rust. Okay, and my DOT sticker is all to the way in the rear, 100%, okay? Let me check my mud flat, okay? My mud flat is not touching the ground, okay? It's in good condition, tight and secure, and sorry sir, in the right side, that's a missing mud flat, okay? We need to buy a new mud flat. It's like a $21 again. Now guys, in this area, just double check it really fast. Remember, check for reflectors, missing rivet, missing funnels, tires, rims, lug nut and hoop seal, and take a look, it's leaking, okay? And right here, that's a good guy. This one is no leaking, okay? Good. Check my cross members. Be sure all my cross members are present, okay? Keep watching for any damage in the trailer. Okay, my turning light is present right there. Okay, good condition, and take a look. This is my landing gear handle. This shoe is locked. Now in this position, maybe you hit another people's or cars on the road, okay? Perfect. Remember guys, between my landing gear and mud flat, 3 feet. Just double checking in this area really fast, okay? This is my apron. In the center, that's my kingpin. My fifth wheel plate, my pivot pin, and remember, my pivot pin is locked. This is my platform, and my platform is locked. This is my sliding reel, okay, and my sliding reel is tied and secured to my tractor chassis with mounting bolts. Just double check it. Remember, this is my suspension mount, okay, right here on top. That's my control arm. In the bottom, that's my leaf spring right there. That's my brake chamber, and in the right side, that's my airbags, okay? Just remember, between my tractor and trailer, just 3 feet, at least 3 feet clear. And now, guys, it's time for my tractor in-cab inspection. Welcome, guys. It's time for my tractor in-cab inspection. And remember, in the in-cab inspection, you need to take the truck in the right way, using 3-4 points, never 2. You see, right now, I am using 1, 2, 3 points. I am legal, okay, but never 2 points. Let me show you. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and all the time between 3 and 4 points, okay? And take the seat. Close the door. To get out the truck, that's the same way. Just grab the handle, stay with your hand in the handle, take the steps, turn your body, take the handle, and just one by one. Never skip the steps, okay? Perfect. Now, let me take my tractor in the right way. I want to keep my door open. This is Florida. It's hot. Okay? Now, when you take the seat, it's time for my seatbelt, okay? That's a 3-point seatbelt. Let me check my seatbelt in 3 different points, okay? 1, 2, 3. My seatbelt is good. And now let me check my belt, okay? Sir, let me check my belt for any abrasions, any cut, any damage on my belt. Looks perfect. And now, sir, where's your seatbelt? Okay, it's not going to do it, but let him know where you see belt. Okay. Now, guys, it's time for my fire extinguisher. My fire extinguisher is ABC. It's fully charged. My pin is on. My fire extinguisher is up to date, and my fire extinguisher is tied to the floor, not rolling around. Now it's time for my reflector triangles. Okay, my reflector triangles, at least 3. I want to be sure are clean, in good condition, in reflective condition, with no cracks, no damage, okay? Inside of the box. Now, guys, it's time for my fuses. I want to find spare fuses, okay? 6 spare fuses for my tractor and my trailer inside of this box. Okay, and when you're done right here, just grab the steering wheel and it's time for windshield. Okay, my windshield is clean, has no cracks, has no damage, okay, has no illegal stickers, is visible. My windshield seal has no cracks, has no cuts, no leaks. I don't want water going inside of my tractor when raining. Now it's time for my wiper blades. My wiper blades are flexible, okay, no cracking, no broken, no missing, and touching my windshield 100% all around, okay. Now it's time for mirrors. Okay, my mirror in the left side is visible, has no cracks, it's clean. My trailer is visible in the left side and in the right side too. That's perfect. Now, guys, when you're done with the mirrors, it's time to turn the engine on. Okay, remember, to turn the engine on, we need to follow the safe starter procedure. Okay, number 1, check for transmission, be sure it's neutral. Number 2, check the parking brakes, be sure are on. Number 3, turn the ignition and check for the ABS light in the tractor and the ABS light in my trailer. And yeah, my ABS light in my trailer and tractor are good. Now, after a few seconds, it's time to push the clutch and push the engine button, okay? Now, with the engine running, get off the clutch slow for safety reasons. Okay, sir, we are safe. Now, sir, I want to start with my light and switches. Left turn signal. Left turn signal is working, sir. Now, sir, right turn signal. Right turn signal is working, sir. Now, guys, it's time for my hazard light, my forward flashes, my parking light, my emergency light, and all my emergency lights are working, sir. Now, guys, it's time to turn my lights on and check the light between low beam and high beam, low beam and high beam, working, sir. Lights off. Now, wipers. My wipers are working fine, sir. Now it's time for washers. Okay, push the button. My washers are not working, sir. We need some water, okay? Perfect. Now, when you're done right here, just go straight right, and it's time for my defroster, okay? Just remember, that's 3 steps, okay? Fan in high, temperature, hot, defroster position. And now, take a look over here, and be sure it's working. And yeah, it's working, sir. Go back over here, and jump to city horn. Let me check my city horn, sir. It's working fine. Now let me check my highway horn, my country horn. It's working fine. Now from this position, jump to the gauges. Okay, and now, sir, it's time for my engine temperature, my coolant temperature. And my right coolant temperature is between 180 and 200, no more 200. Now it's time for my oil pressure. And my right oil pressure is between 30 and 60 psi. It's working fine. Now it's time for my air pressure. And take a look, that's 2 air gauges for my primary system and my secondary system. And my working pressure is 120 psi. Working fine, sir. Now, right here, that's my battery voltage gauge. and my right battery voltage is between 12 and 14 volts, okay? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gauges, okay? Now guys, it's time for my brake test. I check all my H's, all my lights, but watch my pressure. My pressure is low. Okay, sir, I want to start my brake test, but my pressure is low. Let me bring some gas to build pressure a little more fast, okay? Because I don't want to start any test with low pressure, okay? Just let me wait. Remember guys, that's 6 different tests. That's 3 tests with the engine running, parking brake in the trailer, parking brake in the tractor, and service brake. And that's 3 tests with the engine off. With the engine off, that's the leak test, the alarm test, and the emergency brake test, okay? Let me start. My pressure is good. Right now my pressure is 120 psi, okay? Okay, sir, let me check my brakes. My trailer is on and my tractor is off, okay? My trailer is locked and my tractor is free. Now let me check my transmission. Let me set my transmission in low gear and easy off the clutch, okay? Easy off the clutch. When you feel a vibration, when you feel an engine noise change, just bring the clutch back. Sir, my parking brake in my trailer is good. Now it's time to check my tractor, okay? Tractor on, trailer off, okay? Checking my tractor parking brake, okay? Let me take my foot off the clutch. And when you feel this vibration, okay, just bring the clutch back. Sir, the parking brake in my tractor is good. Now guys, I want to check my service brake. To check my service brake, I need to drive forward no more 5 miles per hour, and then when I push my brake, I want to feel my steering wheel is straight with no left, no right turns, okay? To do that, let me be sure my parking brakes are in running position, my transmission is in gear, and now just move the tractor a little bit and brakes. Oops, sir, my service brake is okay, my steering wheel doesn't move, okay? Go back to neutral and apply the parking brakes. Now guys, it's time for my other 3 tests, but what happened first? Take a look. My pressure is too low. What we need to do now? Yeah, we need to build pressure, okay? Now it's time to bring some gas. I want my pressure in 120 psi. Just remember, in the leak test, no more 4 psi in 1 minute, okay? In the alarm test, when the pressure drops to 60 psi, my alarm need to be on. How many alarms? 2 alarms, my light and my buzzer. And in the emergency brake test, my emergency brake pop out when my pressure is below 40 psi, okay? Just remember. Let me build pressure and just wait a few more seconds. Okay guys, 120. It's time for my 3 other tests with the engine off. Now, very careful and remember, engine off, ignition on, pushing and set any gear. Okay, let me do it. Let me turn my engine off. Let me go back my key to on position. Now it's time to push in my tractor parking brake, pushing my trailer parking brake, and I'm going to set any gear in my transmission, okay? Now, sir, with my clock in my hand, I need to wait 1 minute pushing my brake. Time is running. And now guys, ask to the instructor, sir, I need to wait a minute and just follow instructions. He say yes, wait a minute. He say no, stop the clock. He say no, stop the clock. Okay, sir, after 1 minute, pushing my brake, oh my God, my tractor is leaking. Should be just 4 psi, but it's leaking a lot. Now it's time to check my alarms, okay? Let me start pumping. Now my alarm is on, my light is on, and my buzzer is making a noise, okay? That means my 2 alarms are in good working condition. Now, sir, it's time to check my emergency brake. Remember, guys, and this is very important, if this happened to you driving a tractor trailer on the road, what you need to do? Of course, get off the road. Try to find any exit ramp, any truck stop, any rest area, any big shoulder. But get off the road, because the emergency brake is going to be on in automatic when my pressure drops below 40, okay? Keep it in mind and be safe. Now, sir, let me start pumping my service brake and my tractor emergency brake pop out. Now, let me continue for my trailer emergency brake. Boom! Sir, my tractor and trailer emergency brake pop out below 40 psi. That means my emergency brake is good. At this point, guys, I am done with my inspection. Just one more advice. Okay, doing the test. Doing the test, you do something wrong in the test, you know that's wrong. Maybe you never tuned the ignition on, I don't know, any mistake. Doing the test. If you know, are you running wrong? Please stop the test and talk with the instructor. Sir, sorry, I'm doing this wrong. Please let me restart my test. And let me tell you what happened. When you do something wrong and you know that's wrong, that's good. But when you do something wrong and you don't have idea, that's wrong, okay? That's why if you do something wrong in the test and you know that's wrong, just stop the test and talk with the instructor, okay guys? Okay guys, this class is every single day between Monday and Friday, 9:30 to 11 and 1:30 to 3. Saturday, just in the morning because we close early.